In this video, I'll show you how to hide navigational related components within a model driven app. So this is a simple model driven app. So as you see over here, this is a list named as planets. So this is a table and table has items. So if I go into one of the item, I can see the the value of that particular list item. Now, as you see over here, just to start with, now this is a navigational component. Then this is that header, and within the header we have something called as a tabs. So now the goal of this exercise is basically to hide these component. Now say take for example, if you just want to show the user some information and you do not want the user to navigate to various tabs or view the navigational component, then it is possible doing that using JavaScript. Now the goal is basically to hide the tab, the hide the header component, and hide the navigational component. Now the end result should look something like this. Okay, so this is our goal. So I have already created a JavaScript sample.js file. Now I'm going to write some JavaScript over here to hide various component within the model driven app. So to start with, I will be writing a function. So function show hide navigation items, and I'm going to pass the execution context. And over here I will make use of a variable form context equal to execution context dot get form context. Now the first thing what I need to do is I need to hide the header section body. Okay, so to start with, I will just take the variable form context dot ui dot header section, and within the header section I will set the body visible, and this is a boolean value, so I will be putting it as false. So let's see what happens. So it's a simple code. Form context is execution context dot get form context, and then header section dot set body visible false. So I will just save this file and I will re-upload the JavaScript file. And once you re-upload the file, make sure that you publish this JavaScript file. So I'm going to click on publish over here, and I need to copy the method name. So the method name is show hide navigation item. Then what you need to do against this particular form. So this is an information form. I have opened this information form in the editor. Now here we need to hook this method. So main form events event handler. So on load, what I want is I need to select this file, and I will pass on show hide navigation item and pass the execution context as the first parameter. I'll click on save and publish. And once that is done, I will execute. I will just run this model driven app again. So let me do a control F5. And if I go inside any of the records, say Jupyter over here, now as you see, what has happened, it has now made the body of the header section as false. So that's why you see a more compressed option over here. So as you see over here, you can just see the tab. The other part is gone, right? Now here, this area you can add various fields, but then we have hidden it. So if you see accounts, if I navigate to any other list over here, here you can see that if you navigate to this record, this is like a big section over here. So we have like say compress this option, and we are just showing the tab. Okay, so this is how we can hide the header section, and we have made it more compressed. Now second option, what we can do is like we can hide the tab as well. So in order to hide the tab, what we are going to do, we can go to the JavaScript over here and write form context dot ui dot header section. Now this time I need to hide the tab, so just say set tab navigator visible set tab navigator visible, and pass the parameter as false. Save this JavaScript, go back to your code, solutions, JavaScript sample file, choose the file, JavaScript sample, open, save, and then you do a quick publish once this particular JavaScript file is saved. And make sure that you go back here again, do a control F5 and go to any of the records. So in this case, Jupyter. Then what should happen is, like, now we have initially we have hidden the header section component. Now we have hidden the tab as well. So this is how the form will look like. Okay. Now the next step is, how do we hide this navigation bar? Yes, that is also simple. Again, going back to the JavaScript, we'll need to write one more statement, which is a form context dot UI dot header section dot set command bar visible. So if we make use of this method and pass a boolean parameter as false, then it should hide the navigation command bar as well. So I'll just save it. Same step, select the file, choose the file, save it, and once it is saved, let me close this message box, publish it, and once it is published, go back to your form, and now after a refresh you should see this particular navigation bar or the command bar to be hidden. So we'll do a control F5, and now as you see over here, for any of the record we have safely hidden the command bar, the navigation bar, and then the header section area as well. So this is how you can make use of JavaScript form context.ui.header section properties to basically hide the various component, user interface component within a model driven app. Thanks for watching.